Millions of people are hoping for a housing market crash to happen so house prices can go down. There isn't much opportunity for home buyers, and for house prices are becoming so unaffordable. So should you buy a house now, or is this crash going to happen? I know many home buyers are frustrated, and I totally get it. Sadly, I don't have a crystal ball, but we can look at a few key things. Let's talk about the different things to look at to think about if you should buy a house right now. Hi, I'm Tristan Campanella, North County, San Diego Realtor, and you've stumbled onto my channel. If you are interested in real estate, home decorating, investing in your future, or all things San Diego, that's what I cover here on this channel, and I'm so happy to have you here. So let's get into it and discover if now is the right time for you to buy, or if you should wait maybe until 2022. Okay, so what are some of the things you should think about when you're thinking about buying a home? Number one is investment. Of course, owning your home is the best investment you can make in yourself. If you buy a home now and it goes up another 5%, you are going to have a great investment. But you guys, this is not the only reason to buy a home. You have to live somewhere. And if you are thinking about moving, think about where and why you want to live there. Let's walk through a few things that I hope will help you decide if now is the right time for you to buy a home. To buy a home, you need some kind of starting investment, right? You need some kind of down payment, some kind of money to put down. This is going to get you to a certainly monthly payment. So if you put down the lowest amount in our FHA, which is 3.5% down, you will have a higher monthly payment versus if you have 20% to put down. You also need this to rent a house. So you need to put some kind of money down when you're renting a house too. And it's getting super crazy out there. Make sure you guys check out my video about how crazy the rents are. But it's usually a lot less to put down for rents than you need for to buy a house. But you will both need good credit and income. So that's going on the assumption that you have good credit and income. And if you need some help, I do offer a free guide on how to build your credit. So make sure you look for that below. So the starting point is to really looking at home prices on your favorite websites. I like Zillow, and play around with the mortgage calculators. I'll put a link below to one below so that you can see your payments. And make sure that you are going to be including your property taxes, your insurance, and interest and principal. So that's going to be what makes up your monthly payment. Okay, so let's use a house that's $650,000 and you put 3.5% down. And you're buying this home in San Diego. Your monthly cost is going to be around $4,000 a month. This includes property tax, insurance, principal, interest, and your mortgage. And sometimes mortgage insurance as well. So you can avoid that if you put more money down. This is also assuming a mortgage rate of 3%, which may or may not change in the next year. Now, if we look at housing predictions of the experts like the National Association of Realtors or Realtor.com and Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, not other YouTubers, they are predicting continuing price increases up to at least 6% over the next year. So that house that is $650,000 now, if it goes up another 6%, that's another $39,000, which now makes that house $689,000. Now your payment is up to $4,267, and if the rates go up to 3.3, like we think it might, that you're up to $4,300 or more. That can be a huge difference for you. And over the course of a year, that's another $4,400. That's a lot, guys. So if you do not have the down payment, start to look at budgeting and reach out to me to get a plan in place for that. But as you can see, by waiting for the market to crash, you could possibly run the risk of home prices going up and you be priced out again. Now, next question, should you rent or should you go buy? Go look for the house that you like to rent, and you may be surprised at how expensive rent is right now, especially in San Diego. In most states, your rent can be higher or just as high as your mortgage payment. So now you have a rough idea of the cost to buy versus rent, and one may look better to you than the other, most likely, right? Now it's time to lay out some pros and some cons. So pros and cons. Buying a house, it's an investment, but can you hold on to it? Can you maintain it? Is that something you're going to want to maintain? Another pro, you have your own home. You can do with it what you want. It's your home. You can change the paint. You can change the backyard. You can change anything you want. Another pro, it's a great investment. Even if the market crashes, it will always come back here in California, right? It's a huge thing to think about when you're buying a home in certain states. California is a very, very safe bet. As long as you can afford your payments and hold onto the house, the market will always continue to go up. Okay, what are some of the pros here about renting? Well, some of the pros is that it's less expensive to get into it. It's a little cheaper to be getting started. The cons is you can be asked to leave anytime. They can sell that house unless you're in an apartment community. And there's nothing wrong with renting, guys. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with renting whatsoever. All of this is super personal choice, and that's why I'm here. If you want to run through the different scenarios together, my contact information is below, and only you can truly decide if now is the right time for you to buy or if you want to continue to rent. One other thing to think about is, what are we going to do if mortgage rates rise? How will that affect your monthly payment? Well, mortgage monthly payments have gone up $200 from 1 year ago. That's mostly because home prices have gone up. And it's starting to be more than we're making. So prices went up 17% from a year ago, and now the estimated monthly mortgage payment on a 10% down 30-year mortgage rose up to $1,378 or $203 a month from 1 year ago. Something to really think about. Mortgage payments, they have outpaced the rise in wages since April 2021. And as of July, the monthly wage rose $175 from 1 year ago. So that's a difference, right? You can see that. So that's something to consider too. We definitely know the mortgage rates will go up. They will not stay this low at the 2.753%. That's just not going to happen. Chief economist Lawrence Yun expects that 30-year fixed mortgage rate to increase to about 3.3% by the fourth quarter of 2021 and up to 3.6% in 2022. So it could just keep going. I mean, it's been up to 14% in the past. So if you do think you want to buy a home, now may be the time, even though it feels crazy out there, you still have so many good things happening for you. We also don't know if the home prices will continue to go up. That's something we're going to watch. So guys, this is super personal. The best thing you can do is really weigh out your pros and cons. I know living in my own home is so important to me. I love to have my own yard, my own space. I can paint it whatever I want. Nobody can take it away. But it took us a while to save up the money for the down payment, and I had to make a plan and follow that plan. So please call or text me if you have any questions about buying a home now or in the future.